What if I told you Arizona is home to lost civilizations, mysterious spirit totems, and even brand new volcanoes? We're discovering it all on our way to stunning Sedona, where we tackle epic off-road trails and boondock in the pines above Schnebly Hill Road. Buckle up! We're exploring ancient Arizona history as we travel south on our epic Highway 89 road trip. We're Natalie and Brian. We're traveling in our RV on a national park road trip adventure. We're exploring the entire 1,900-mile route of Highway 89 from Canada to Mexico. Lucky episode 13 brings us to the town that looks like a national park, Sedona, Arizona. Come explore our great country with us on our Highway 89 road trip. We think it's the best road trip in America. Let's hit the road!
This morning we are leaving Page and we're heading down to the Flagstaff area. There are stops to make along the way. We'll show you.
Welcome to the Arizona stretch of our Highway 89 road trip. Today's travel day takes us south towards Flagstaff, where we'll be boondocking deep in the pines near Sedona, just off Schnebly Hill Road. Yes, that's Schnebly Hill Road. But don't worry, we're not taking our big rig RV down that rough section. Instead, we'll be setting up camp in a quiet, secluded spot, perfect for enjoying the solitude of RV life off the beaten path. Flagstaff's higher elevation should help us escape the Phoenix heat dome, at least for a few days. But before we settle in, we have an action-packed drive ahead, winding through the Highway 89 scenic byway filled with hidden gems, ancient ruins, and volcanic landscapes that reveal Arizona's unexpected history. This stretch of Highway 89 is full of surprises, and we're excited to take you along. Our first stop takes us to Cameron Trading Post and Tanner's Crossing, a site rich in history along Highway 89. The Cameron Trading Post was once an important stop for travelers, traders, and ranchers navigating the harsh Arizona frontier. Like many trading posts in the Southwest, it served as a hub where Native Americans, settlers, and explorers exchanged goods, stories, and supplies. These posts were essential for survival in the remote desert landscape, offering everything from food and tools to blankets and ammunition. As we walk through the Cameron Trading Post today, it's clear that it has evolved from a historic supply stop into more of a tourist destination. It's packed with Native American crafts, souvenirs, and classic roadside t-shirts, snacks, and trinkets. A far cry from its earlier days as a lifeline for frontier traders.
Gallery.
I got the front door thing that says 1916 to 2016, 100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
So they don't even let you walk on it.
No.
Nearby, Tanner's Crossing Bridge spans the Little Colorado River, marking a historic crossing point that played a key role in Arizona's early transportation routes. The crossing was named after Seth Tanner, a Mormon pioneer who traveled extensively throughout the region in the late 1800s. The bridge allowed for safer passage across the often unpredictable river, which could shift from a dry wash to a rushing torrent depending on the season. This route was once a lifeline for traders, missionaries, and cattle drivers making their way between northern Arizona settlements and the Grand Canyon region. Today it stands as a reminder of the challenges early travelers faced while navigating this rugged landscape.
Okay, looks like the motel's been upgraded too. Looks like a cute place.
There's still a stripe from the old road. Yeah, check that out. Paint stripe. All these RV and bus spots. I guess the bus spots are a little bit longer, but the RV spots are barely big enough for really anything. I've seen truck parking spots. Anyway, so we parked up the hill. That's a good idea if you're towing a trailer, anything bigger than about 10 feet.
Cameron Trading Post is a fun little pit stop on Highway 89. After doing a quick inspection of our RV and towed, we once again head south to our next ancient discovery. We arrive at Wupatki National Monument, a place where history and landscape collide in an unforgettable way. Before heading in, we stop for the classic park sign photo op, because no road trip is complete without one. From here, we make our way to the visitor center, where exhibits tell the story of people who lived here centuries ago. Wupatki was once a thriving Puebloan community, home to the ancestral Puebloans who built elaborate multi-room dwellings from the striking red sandstone. Stepping outside, we walk through the ancient ruins, exploring the remains of homes and gathering spaces, and even a ball court that hint at a vibrant past. It's incredible to imagine that over 900 years ago, this was a center of trade and culture in the high desert. The landscape may seem harsh today, but to the people who lived here, it was home. The towering walls and carefully crafted stonework still stand strong, whispering stories of the past to those who take the time to listen.
Built onto the rock. There's the original rock, and here's the original stone, or that hand-laid stone.
And this stuff is 900 years old. 900 years.
Crazy. It's like a hotel. 900-year-old hotel.
It was a whole colony living here.
Yeah.
Leaving the Wupatki ruins, we continue south on Highway 89, heading towards a hidden roadside mystery, the Spirit Totems. Standing at the very edge of ancient indigenous lands, these carved figures seemed almost like guardians of the past, watching over travelers as they pass. Just feet from the highway, it's easy to overlook them, but for those who stop, they hold an undeniable presence. Much like the ancestral Puebloan ruins we just explored, these totems feel deeply connected to the land's long history. Woohoo!
Oh, cool.
How cool. Okay, I'm putting an Oreo cookie.
Okay, here we're making an offering to the travel gods for good luck with our travel. Other people have left things as well, hoping for good luck for our travels.
While their exact origins remain a mystery, they serve as a reminder of the spiritual traditions and beliefs that have shaped this region for centuries.
Cool, 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 cool. Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Whether it's a myth or truth, after miles of exploring lost civilizations, volcanic landscapes, and hidden history, taking a moment here feels like paying respect to the spirits of the Southwest. And with a simple offering, maybe we'll even pick up a little good luck along the way. Just 15 miles from the ancient ruins of Wupatki, we arrive at Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument, a striking reminder that this landscape is far from static. We spoke with the rangers inside the visitor center, and they recommended we drive our big rig RV into the park where there was a generously sized parking area next to the paved Volcano debris field walking path. Unlike the ruins, which date back nearly 1,000 years, the volcanoes here are relatively young, with Sunset Crater's eruption occurring less than 1,000 years ago, around 1085 AD. In geological terms, that's practically yesterday. The eruption reshaped the land, leaving behind rugged expanses of lava flows, cinder fields, and scorched earth that still looks fresh today.
It's a nice place for a picnic.
We got rocks in here. So we're
It's
gonna...
like almost a tube.
Yeah.
Cool.
For the Puebloan people living at Wupatki, the eruption was a life-changing event. Ash and lava blanketed the surrounding area, forcing many to relocate. But while the destruction was immense, it also enriched the soil, allowing new agricultural opportunities to emerge.
Right, so this erupted in 1080, and these things, this is what we just saw, you know, was 900 years old, so that's
Yeah, it was around 1100. They said
Either-
people were there.
before or right after the eruption, because this isn't very far away.
No.
You know, we're probably
10 miles as a crow flies,
10
maybe?
miles as a crow, yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe a little longer, but not very far away. So they either made this before and then left after the eruption, or came in after the eruption and said, hey,
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
In the years that followed, people returned, adapting to the altered landscape and even thriving in the volcanic soil's improved fertility. Today, standing between the ruins and the volcano, it's incredible to imagine how closely these two worlds, one of destruction and one of resilience, are connected by both time and geography.
Very rough, very coarse.
Well, this suggests people had ample warning of the impending eruption.
Right.
So you're going to know if something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe. You know, a little rumble and bubble and puke and then go quiet again. You know, it's hard to say. That's what they keep studying all these other ones. Even in Colorado, we've got hot water in places.
There's hot springs and stuff, but nothing as
But this is
geothermal as
quite a, yeah. This whole mountain range is all volcano, not push-up like the Rockies are.
As we leave behind the ancient ruins, spirit totems, and volcanic landscapes, it's hard not to reflect on how time reshapes both nature and civilization. Just a few miles from where ancient cultures once thrived, we roll into North Flagstaff, a stark contrast with new development, busy roads, and ongoing construction. A reminder of how today's society is always expanding, always building. And right in the middle of it all, an In-N-Out burger calling our names. How about a thumbs up if you like this video? And please subscribe. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for tuning into our channel.
Got burgers.
We got burgers.
Burgers and fries.
Oh, yes.
Gotta work for our for our lunch.
I know, road construction here. Okay, yay. In-N-Out Burger is on 89A. It was good. Okay.
We make it through the bustling city of Flagstaff and find one of our favorite BLM dry camping areas in the middle of towering pine trees. We settle into our quiet boondock spot just off Schnebly Hill Road, tucked away in the South Flagstaff Forest. The stillness here is welcome contrast to the day's adventures, offering a perfect place to rest before tomorrow's journey into Sedona's stunning red rock landscapes.
Good morning. And today we are on our way to go explore Sedona. So we're going to go down Highway 89A into Sedona, look around town a little bit, see some of the sights, and we'll show you what we find.
As we wind our way down Highway 89 into Sedona, the road twists and turns through towering pine forests, then suddenly opens to reveal the iconic red rock landscapes that make this place so special. The morning light casts a golden glow over the cliffs, and with most of the town still asleep, we have the roads almost to ourselves. Before the day's adventures begin, we're on a mission to find a hidden gem tucked away in a quiet neighborhood, a place of peace and reflection that feels worlds away from the bustling tourist hotspots. The Amitabha Stupa Peace Park isn't what you would expect to find in Sedona, but that's what makes it so unique. Nestled against the red rocks, this sacred Buddha site is a place of healing, prayer, and meditation. The 36-foot stupa, built as a symbol of enlightenment, stands in serene contrast to the rugged desert surroundings.
Cute little park. It really is a cute park. I liked it. Kind of fun.
Leaving the peaceful Amitabha Stupa, we shift gears, literally, and head into Sedona's rugged backcountry. Our route? Butte Road, a well-worn dirt trail that winds through the heart of the Red Rock Canyons.
Yeah, we've seen a couple pink Jeeps go by, so this must be the right spot. They know where the good trails are. And the good views. Kind of out behind Sedona right now, south side of Sedona anyway. Got some buttes. It's all good. We'll get these tires down a little bit and we'll carry on.
Towering sandstone formations rise around us, their deep red hues glowing in the midday sun. After a few miles of soaking in the epic views, we find a perfect shady spot beneath the cliffs for a simple but satisfying trail lunch: toasted cheese and turkey sandwiches. There's something about eating outside, surrounded by nothing but towering rock walls and endless desert sky, that makes even the simplest meals taste amazing. With the sound of nature all around, we take a moment to relax before hitting the trail again, because there's still more to explore. With lunch wrapped up and the red rock canyons in our rearview mirror, we make our way back down Butte Road, kicking up dust as we rejoin the pavement.
And back into downtown Sedona.
Yeah, I feel like Sedona is a national park with a city going right through the middle of it.
Because it's that picturesque.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Yep.
Except for there's lots of people here too.
Late September, and there is plenty of people.
Despite the growing crowds, we luck out and snag a rare parking spot, a win in a town where parking can feel like striking gold. With no real agenda, we set off on foot, ready to take in the sights, wandering through local shops and soaking up the lively atmosphere. From crystal shops to art galleries, Sedona always has something interesting around every corner. Leaving the bustle of downtown Sedona, we trade pavement for one of the roughest back roads in Arizona, Schnebly Hill Road. Originally carved out in the early 1900s by Carl Schnebly, this historic route was meant to connect the remote Oak Creek community with the outside world. Intended to be a major trade route, the road was never fully developed, leaving behind a rugged, boulder-strewn path that now serves as a favorite challenge for off-roaders. It's a slow, bone-rattling ascent, but the reward at the top, panoramic views of Sedona's Red Rock country, makes every jarring mile worth it. For off-road enthusiasts, Schnebly Hill Road isn't just another bumpy back road. It's a Jeep Badge of Honor trail, a title reserved for some of the most scenic and challenging off-road routes in the country. Earning that badge means conquering miles of rough terrain, steep inclines, and relentless rocks that test both driver skill and vehicle durability. While today's adventurers tackle it for the thrill, it's wild to think that this same rugged route once served as a lifeline for early settlers, connecting Sedona to Flagstaff before modern highways existed. What's one of the strangest sights along this primitive rock-strewn trail? Sewer pipe manhole covers smack in the middle of the unpaved road. A remnant of an old, unfinished infrastructure project, these covers feel hilariously out of place in such a remote and wild setting. It's a quirky contrast, modern utilities colliding with a century-old wagon route. But that's just part of the charm of Schnebly Hill Road. As we bounce our way to the summit, the unmatched views of Sedona below remind us why this rugged path remains a bucket list drive for adventurers willing to brave the bumps.
Red rocks.
Schnebly Road
Schnebly.
is rough. You need a four-wheel drive. You just go slow, be patient, it's bumpy, and enjoy the view.
With every jolt and bounce, the trail reminds us why it holds its legendary status. The views at the top, overlooking Sedona's sprawling red rock formations, are nothing short of spectacular. As we take in the scenery, we can't help but appreciate the mix of history, adventure, and sheer rugged beauty that makes Schnebly Hill Road a must-do for anyone who loves off-road exploration. As the sun dips lower, we take in the breathtaking views from the top of Schnebly Hill, a perfect way to end our action-packed day. From here, the road smooths out, winding gently under Interstate 17 as we make our way back to camp. Nestled in the quiet solitude of the pine forest, our boondock spot on BLM land feels like a world away from the bustling trails and busy streets of Sedona. We unwind with a simple but hearty camp dinner, letting the cool mountain air and towering pines set the perfect evening atmosphere.
Wonderful day at the campground. This here BLM land today. It's beautiful. But here in Arizona, sunset is just after 6 o'clock. Their time zone is different than the rest of the country. But it's okay. Enjoying the evening here. It's nice.
I know, what are you saying, Pup? You like it out here, or is it getting dark already? What do you think?
Blink.
Where's your frisbee?
Where's the
that
bird?
As the last light fades, we toss a frisbee for Kenai, watching her race happily through the trees, a reminder that the best adventures end in peaceful moments like these.
Yay, puppy.
This stretch of our Highway 89 adventure had it all: ancient history, rugged trails, and unforgettable views, proving once again why this road is full of surprises. Please like and subscribe, and send us a comment. We'd love to hear what your favorite road trip is. Next time, we leave the peaceful pines behind and head south, braving the heat and the urban sprawl of Phoenix as our Highway 89 road trip continues.